Looking for room. It's Lindsey.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback on the keeper. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play. Now setting up fourth down.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bears! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Red pass, it's complete.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Setting up the screen. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. The pull and throw off the RPO. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to take a shot on second and short. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Hand off from the shotgun. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Balls at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The give to the tailback. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Got it, looking for a first. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He wants to throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. Drills him with the stiff arm. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Lindsey. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Baylor! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Marshall quick to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. A little screen to the running back. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gain.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Quick strike complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Quickly to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride at the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance. Touchdown, Marshall! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much comp.
There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Makes the grab. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The field goal is no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
And the Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rushes on him, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch.
Turning it on! He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Finds his tight end. Across the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Herd!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
To the air on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lindsey. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long, and they look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The run to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Complete to the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Lindsey. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. That's reeled in. It's Lockwood. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. He's in open space downfield. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's out past the 35. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march.
Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Got his man downfield. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. The snap sets up to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback making checks. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by the quarterback. He had to be pinpoint accurate on that touchdown pass, giving his offense the lead here with just seconds to go in the game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute whatever.